Hey there, and welcome back to Happily Ever Anxious. I am Brittany, and on my channel, I talk about all things managing your social anxiety while at the Walt Disney World resorts, including all 4 of the theme parks and Disney Springs. In a previous video, I mentioned that one of the best ways, or one of my top tips for managing your social anxiety while in the parks, was utilizing mobile order. And I talked about all the pros of mobile order, why I do it every time that I eat at any quick service location in the parks. But I also said that I was going to create a video to show you all about how to use mobile order. So that is this video. And I've got my phone here with me so that I can walk you through each step of the process, how to mobile order, and what that all will look like for you. So if you have not yet seen that video, go back and take a look, because I specifically talk about why mobile ordering is such a great way to manage your social anxiety for those of us who do deal with social anxiety, or really any kind of anxiety while in the parks, particularly if you are going to Disney for the first time. It can be very overwhelming. Especially if you're thinking about eating at a restaurant. You know, Disney has a multitude of restaurants on property, and trying to navigate the menus, decide what you want to eat, when you want to eat, how you want to eat, and navigating all of those crowds can be a big undertaking. So again, go ahead and watch that video if you have not already. And in this video, I'm just going to walk you through the My Disney Experience app and how to use mobile ordering. So before I do that, though, I did want to just do a quick little recap of what mobile ordering is. It is literally your ability to pre-order and prepay for your food at Walt Disney World. You get to take a look at all of the menus with pictures to see exactly what it is you would be ordering from any of the quick service restaurants on property. You also can customize your meal if you, have any dietary restrictions, if you want to change things up a little bit as far as sides, that kind of thing. You can do that in the app, and then you are going to pay for your meal in the app as well. You get to choose the time that you want to pick up your food. And once you do that, you can go and enjoy your food, whether it be at the resorts, within the theme parks at one of their dining locations, and kind of sit down and enjoy your meal. Or if you are staying on property, you can bring your food back to your room and enjoy it within the comfort and the privacy of your resort hotel room. So that's really what mobile ordering is. Every quick service location throughout the parks, well, every quick service location, like resort, and the majority of quick service locations at the 4 parks have mobile ordering. When it comes to Disney Springs, only a couple of locations have mobile ordering, and there's a reason for that. Most of the restaurants in Disney Springs are not owned by Disney. So even though you can make dining reservations for those Disney Springs restaurants, you can only mobile order from a handful of them at any given time. But again, if you're staying on property, every resort hotel is going to have a quick service dining location, and you can mobile order from that dining location while the dining location, the restaurant, is open. You can actually put your order in before the restaurant opens, but you just have a window of time when the restaurant is open in order to pick up your food. But again, every resort hotel has a quick service location that you can mobile order from. There are going to be, at some deluxe resorts, some table service restaurants that you can mobile order from as well. The process is the same regardless of if it's a quick service or a table service location, but not all table service locations are going to have that mobile order feature. The ones that I can think of that do are Steakhouse 71 over at the Contemporary Resort, and Kona Cafe over at Polynesian do have mobile ordering, even though those are table service restaurants. The other thing I want you to know about mobile ordering is currently, as of the time that I've made this video, which is May 2025, for the most part, you can only mobile order at resort hotels if you are going to be staying at those hotels. So if you are a guest at those resort hotels. So for instance, over at, let's say over at Animal Kingdom, the quick service location there, I forget, it's called the Mara. If I'm not staying on property at Animal Kingdom Lodge or over at the DVC version of Animal Kingdom Lodge, then I would not be able to mobile order from the Mara. So just keep that in mind as well. That, and you'll see a notification come up that tells you that if you are trying to order from a location, a resort location where you are not currently staying. However, the flip side of that is you can mobile order from a theme park, whether it be Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, or Epcot, whether or not you are actually in that theme park. So just keep that in mind, that if you do place an order, even if you're not there in the theme park, you will have a mobile order waiting for you. And typically they don't charge you until you pick up your mobile order. I don't know if they would charge you if you don't pick up your order, but just something to keep in mind. All right, so let's go on ahead and try out mobile ordering. What you are going to need in order to do this is your My Disney Experience app, and you can download that from the Apple Store or from the Google Play Store or anywhere else that you get your apps. Once you open up the My Disney Experience app, the first thing that I want you to take a look at is at the very bottom of your screen. You'll notice an icon that has a plus sign with a circle around it. Go ahead and click on that. And then you are going to choose the second option, which is to order food. Once you click on order food, you'll notice at the top of the screen that you have the option to either order your food as soon as possible or schedule your pickup for a later time. Please note that you will only be able to mobile order for the current day, so you cannot schedule pickup for a later date, let's say tomorrow or the following day. It's only for same day ordering. So the next thing that you'll notice is there are going to be some options for you to filter out whatever it is that you may want to filter. So you can either filter out by time, so only showing restaurants that have availability to order and pick up your food right away. If you have your location services on, you can also choose to only show restaurants that are close to your current location, regardless of where you are within the Disney resort. You can filter out for certain theme parks or for certain on-site resorts. So you'll notice here, you've got some popular filters, filtering by a particular location, whether it be the parks, the water parks, or Disney Springs. And then they give you a list of resorts that you can choose to filter by as well. For this example, we will not use any of those filters because I want you to notice that as you scroll down, you are going to see every single restaurant on Disney property that has a mobile ordering option. So it starts from all of the resorts, and then you'll see, for instance, right now, and this is updated in real time. So right now there are 10 locations within the Magic Kingdom theme park that are offering mobile order. So if I wanted to, I could expand on that and see exactly where or what those resorts are, and also what their arrival times are. So if you notice right here, Pecos Bill has an option for me to order my food right now and pick it up very quickly or very soon, whereas Sunshine Tree Terrace, the earliest pickup window is in the next 8 to 13 minutes. So again, I would just scroll down to see within any individual park or within any of the individual resorts where I would want to order. And so here, again, these are the Magic Kingdom locations that are currently open and or accepting mobile order. I'm just going to scroll back up and show you, let's go to Columbia Harbor House, what it looks like once we actually click on the individual restaurant. But before I do that, one of the things that I want you to see is, as I mentioned before, if you have location services on, you can see what restaurants are closest to your current location. Right now, I'm actually off property at home, so it's showing a 3-mile distance from my current location to Pecos Bill. And if you're in the Walt Disney World Resort, of course, your locations are going to be a little bit closer. But I'm going to click on Columbia Harbor House. And if you wanted to choose the arrival window that is shown here, next arrival window is now, you can just click begin order. And you can see that you would have between now and 2:45 p.m. to arrive in order to pick up your food. And if you look at the top of my screen, it's currently 2:30. So typically the arrival windows are within 15-minute intervals. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. They give you a longer time period to arrive, but it really just depends on the restaurant. And I can just scroll through on the screen and see not only what the menu is and a description of each item, but again, one of the things that I love about mobile order is I can take a look at the photos, because for me personally, especially if I am visiting a restaurant for the first time, it's hard for me to know what I want to eat if I don't know what the ingredients are, what the food actually looks like, and what to expect out of my meal. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the maple mustard glazed salmon so that I can get a better picture of what that's going to look like. And I can also see the price. So we're talking right now $14.79, and then that is not going to include tax. So they will add on taxes at the end. Another thing that I love about mobile ordering is that you can see what side items are available and you can switch them out right there in the app without having to go into the line and, ask to switch out sides. And they're only going to show you what sides are available. So you don't have to run into that issue of when you're ordering face to face or in person, you not knowing what sides are included or what sides are an upcharge, that kind of thing. They're going to just show you right there. So for this particular meal, I can choose either rice, green beans, or French fries as a standard side, or I can go ahead and pay an extra $2 if I want the garlic truffle parmesan fries. That's a bit of a tongue twister. And the other thing that you can do is you can order duplicates of the same side. So let's say I really love green beans. I can have 2 sides or 2 orders of green beans as my side, and that is perfectly okay. Also, towards the bottom of your screen, you'll notice that you can customize your selection. And for this particular menu item, there really are no customizations that you can do, but sometimes it's leaving off a sauce or removing a specific item that maybe you are not fond of. So what I would do is, if I am okay with that selection, I would just go ahead and add it to my bag or add it to the order. And then something else that I wanted to show you, you can just scroll down and order whatever it is that you want to order. And the pictures for the most part are always going to be there. One thing on a side note, they do have plant-based options, so you're not limited to meat options. You can, at most of the restaurants, order a plant-based meal. And you can order your sides. If you don't want an entree, but you only want sides, you can do that as well. And you can also order kids' meals off of the mobile order menu. So one of the things that I love, one of my personal hacks is, for the most part, I always order off of the kids' meal. One of the reasons why is because typically the prices are significantly cheaper you'll notice here you can get a grilled salmon kids meal for $8.59, which is a lot cheaper than that maple glazed salmon that I just put in my cart. But the other thing is, for the most part, even though you will get hungry while you're in the parks, I typically am not so hungry to where I need a full and complete meal, especially at a theme park like Magic Kingdom, where they have so many snacks and so many other things that you may want to try. Ordering a full meal and getting full off of that may actually make it more difficult for you to enjoy your time at the parks, because then you're not, trying some of the meals or some of the snacks that you've seen maybe on social media or that were recommended to you by someone else. So I like to order kids meals. The other good thing about ordering a kids meal, if you struggle with social anxiety or deal with social anxiety, is you don't have to worry about standing in a line, ordering face to face with the cashier, and then maybe them giving you a little bit of a look or a smirk if you're ordering off the kids meal as a fully grown adult, because technically kids meals are supposed to be for children under the age of 9. However, you can still order off of the kids meal. It's just a little bit easier to do without feeling self-conscious if you're doing it through the app and mobile ordering. One of the other things that I wanted to show you is that if you scroll all the way over at this top bar, the very last option that you'll notice is allergy friendly. So for every quick service restaurant that you can mobile order from, if you just scroll all the way over and click allergy friendly, you'll actually be able to see all of the menu items that are available depending on what allergy you may have. So you will have other options if you have any types of allergies, or if you have any types of dietary restrictions. You can still go ahead and order through the app, and that's perfectly fine. You don't need to speak to a cast member at the restaurant in order to order your food if you have a dietary restriction or an allergy. So that's something that will definitely serve you well if you do have one of those dietary restrictions. So once you are done looking through the menu and ordering, adding your items to your bag or to your order, all you would need to do is click here at the bottom where it says view my order. That is going to show you what it is that you currently have in your cart, and you can always modify, add, change whatever it is that you need to add. But once you're finished, you'll just click review order summary, and that is when you are going to see exactly what it is that you are ordering, when your pickup window is, and then you can pay for your food. Now, one of the things that you may notice here is that there are promo codes. There's a place for you to enter promo codes and discounts. And so what you'll need to know about this is if you do have a promo code, you can add it there. And if you are not sure whether you have access to a promotion, you can click on that See Current Promotions button as well. And also they have an explanation there for why you may not see a discount code that you may be, or you thought you might be entitled to. Also, there are going to be some promotions or discounts that are automatically applied if you are ordering through mobile order. One of them is going to be the Disney Chase card discount. You do receive a 10% discount on your table service restaurant order if you do have that card and if it is linked in your account. If you are an annual pass holder, you also have a discount as well. And that discount is going to vary based on the restaurant. The reason why you do not see any of those discounts here is because the discounts do not apply to quick service restaurants. They only apply to table service restaurants. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, that's your Kona Cafe or your, something like that you are mobile ordering, your Steakhouse 71, those table service restaurants that also offer mobile ordering. And so that's where those discounts will be. But again, in order to get that discount, if you are mobile ordering from a table service restaurant, you will need to make sure that your pass holder card and or your Disney Chase credit card are linked in your account ahead of time. All right, so we'll go ahead and scroll down, and you'll notice that you can automatically pay for your food with Apple Pay. And because I'm using an Apple phone or an iPhone, that's what's there. You can probably do the same thing with Google Pay if you have that option on your phone. Or if you don't have Apple Pay set up and you want to pay a different way, you can choose the use a different payment method button in order to add your card to your file. Once you're done with that, you can just go ahead and check out. And once you check out, you will receive, this screen will change. You will see something on your screen that shows the process of your order. So it'll say until you get to the restaurant and you're ready to pick up your food, it'll basically say that you need to wait until your pickup window or your arrival window is here. And then there's a button that you can click on in order to have them make your food. And, it lets them know that you're there and you are ready to pick up your food. You will also receive an email from Disney that confirms your mobile order. And then if you have notifications turned on in your app, you will also receive a notification once your pickup window, that arrival window, that time has come. And once you click on the button that says, I'm here, please prepare my food, you will also receive another notification once your food is ready. And that notification will tell you exactly where to go in the restaurant. It will tell you what mobile order pickup window that you need to go to in order to show them your confirmation number and then pick up your food. So you will need to have your phone with you when you pick up your food, because again, they're looking for that confirmation number that will be on your screen when it's time to pick up your food and eat. And that is about it for mobile order. It's pretty simple to do. I think the only other thing that I want to show you is if you want to choose a different pickup window. I'll go ahead and leave this. Oh, one thing that you should note is if you do not order, as you noticed, I did not order anything in that Columbia Harbor House example. Once you back out, if you want to look at another restaurant, maybe look at another menu, you are going to give up your time that pickup or arrival window that you chose, and it may not be available again. And it is also going to remove any items from your cart. So you'll pretty much need to start from scratch if you want to order again. And so let me just show you very quickly what you may do if you don't want that particular arrival window. So I don't know if you noticed what I did, but instead of clicking on begin order, which is going to give you the mobile order time that is right away, if you just click on, let's say, the name of the restaurant, so clicking on Columbia Harbor House, it's going to open up the mobile order option. But now I have the ability to select any arrival window that I want. So I can go ahead and scroll through these times and see what times work best for me. Oops, I chose one that I did not want. But again, you'll see as well that for this particular restaurant on this particular day, the arrival times are in 15-minute intervals. So I'm going to leave that. But again, you can scroll through and you can also either look for that location on a map to see how close it is to your current location. Again, beginning your order, which is how you are going to be able to see the menu items. If you click view menu, I typically don't like to choose this option because it will pull up the menu and I can see the prices, but I can't see any photos, right? So there's one little thing that's missing there, but I could, in essence, just view the menu without creating or beginning an order. And then some other things that you'll see here are the restaurant hours so that you'll know how long you'll have, just when the restaurant opens or closes. And not all restaurants close when the park closes. So in this particular instance, Columbia Harbor House closes today at 8 p.m., which is earlier than when the actual park closes. If you continue to scroll, you'll notice dining plans that are accepted at this location. You can expand that and see what dining plans you're able to use. And then you'll also be able to see the type of restaurant, so a quick service versus a table service or a character dining experience, and then the type of cuisine that the particular restaurant is serving. So that is all of the important information that is offered when you're utilizing the mobile order function of the My Disney Experience app. If you have any questions whatsoever about mobile ordering, if there's anything that I did not cover or anything that you want me to go over in more detail, just let me know. And if not, I will see you in the next video.